Hello friends, in this video we will study waterproofing. So this is a simple concept map of waterproofing. Waterproofing is divided into two methods: conventional waterproofing and non-conventional waterproofing methods. So conventional waterproofing methods are these: brick bat coba, box type, and injection grouting. These are the three conventional waterproofing methods. The non-conventional waterproofing methods are crystalline waterproofing, cement-based polymer coating. Okay, so these are two non-conventional waterproofing methods. Let's discuss. So what is meant by waterproofing first, and what is the necessities of waterproofing? So a resistance of construction to the leakage of water is known as waterproofing. It is simply the prevention of leaking of water through the building, okay, or inside the building. And for that, the resisting structure or resistance of construction to the leakage of water is known as waterproofing simply. Then basic requirements of all buildings are that the structure should remain dry as far as possible. Okay, that is the basic requirement for any structure. If this condition is not satisfied, it is likely that the building may become inhabitable and unsafe from structural point of view. Hence, in order to prevent the entry and exit of water from construction, waterproofing treatment is necessary. So the waterproofing maintains the appearance of the building and increase the life of the structure. Then new buildings are rarely suffer from leakages through waterproofing, but as the structure becomes older, it is settles unevenly, forms cracks in the walls, and then leakage or seepage begins. Okay, and again, for better waterproofing work, the selection of quality material and workmanship is important. Okay, these are some basic important points we need to consider while doing waterproofing. Then the materials used for waterproofing are these are the basic materials: sand, metal, bricks, bats, waterproofing powder or chemical, geru or red color, shabadi tiles, GI sockets or cement. Then again, inorganic compounds with little percentage of chlorides and sulfates may used. Acrylic based compounds, epoxy resins, polysulfide, silicone, tar or bitumen based compounds may be used for waterproofing. Then non-conventional methods of waterproofing: crystalline waterproofing. Crystalline waterproofing material, CWM, crystalline waterproofing material, is a great way to protect your basement walls from water and freezing. Okay, then it penetrates the porous cavities of the cement, which changes porous concrete into a waterproof solid. Then it is a great product to use in a wet basement where water seepage is problem. Then crystalline products contain special additives which react with byproduct of cement hydration in the presence of moisture, initiating chemical reaction producing a non-soluble crystalline formation only in areas having presence of moisture, and it fill all pores of concrete and avoid capillary action. Okay, this is a crystalline waterproofing. Then advantage of crystalline waterproofing: it is also reduce or seals hairless cracks. That means very small cracks also, up to 0.4 to 0.5 mm in width. That type of cracks also be covered in this type of proofing. Then it also suitable for structure under subsoil marine. Due to the non-toxic nature of the material, it can also be used for potable water storage areas. Then it is very easy to apply, so need of any skilled person. Okay, there is no need of any skilled person. Then next is cement based polymer coating. These cement based polymers have high adhesion strength, water resisting and elevated durability. This is an excellent corrosion protection coating of thin reinforcement, structural bridges, piles, flyovers, etc. This is a fast coating method, and a steel member or rod can be handled within 3 to 4 hours after application of coating. Then the conventional method of waterproofing, brick bat coba. Okay, brick bat coba is the conventional method of waterproofing. It is effectively applied on like this. All existing treatment on roof slab top is initially removed and should be free from any oil, grease, dust, etc. All non-structural cracks greater than 0.5 mm wide and construction joints, if any, should be cleaned in this process. Then cracks are filled. Then a layer of brick bat soaked overnight in water are laid on the layer of cement mortar 1:4. The gaps between the brick bats are generally kept in between 15 to 20 mm. Okay. Curing should start next day and it should be done for 7 days. Curing should be done by ponding method. Okay, this ponding method of curing is very effective. After the curing of 7 days, the top surface is finished smooth with 20 mm thick cement, sand, mortar 1:4 and mixed with waterproofer. Okay, this is the brick bat coba method of conventional waterproofing method. This is how the brick bat coba method applied. Okay, then second conventional method of waterproofing is box type waterproofing. Box type waterproofing treatment for underground structure like basement tank. Okay, like basement tank, lift pit, tunnels, swimming pools, etc. For this type of structures, this is very suitable method. Clean the existing area with brushing and washing first. If any crack present, fill it with a rich mix of cement mortar or non-shrink grouts. Then rendering of 25 mm thick cement mortar in 1:5 and fixing the rough shahabad is necessary. Filling the medium size aggregate in between the joints, grouting cement slurry, hard mix with integral plasticizer and finishing smooth. The joints are the weakest area in between the tiles, and that's why the rendering average of 30 to 40 mm thick cement screed. That is, screed means sand plus aggregate plus cement with proper compaction and finishing smooth. Curing the same at least 7 days must be given. After curing, a jointless waterproofing plaster coat is applied and cured. And lastly, the entire process forms a box around the structure, and that's why it is called as box type waterproofing. This is box type waterproofing. And then third method, conventional method of waterproofing is injection grouting. In this method, injection specially formulated descent based mixes into ground to improve its strength or reduce permeability. Okay, it is used for remedial or redeveloped applications. Then cement grouting techniques are increasingly chosen for cost effective or permanent solutions. Then cement grouting is most commonly performed by drilling holes in foundation to intercept open cracks, joints, fissures or cavities, then pumping under pressure, balanced and stabilized grout mixes using combination of cement, water and additives. Okay, so this is injection grouting. So these are so this is all about the waterproofing and its methods. Okay, so this is all for this lecture. Thank you.